Oh no, the smell is disgusting.
Take what's mine and I'll leave behind.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. So today's video I'm going to be reviewing a £3 foundation from Primark. Where's the foundation? Oh my god, where did I put the foundation? Oh my god, where did I put the foundation? This is so embarrassing. Here it is, it fell on the floor. So the reason why I wanted to test out this foundation is because I feel like Miss Corona, she has ruined a lot of people's lives. Mentally, health-wise, and financially as well. And I really want to start making more videos where I review really affordable drugstore skincare and makeup and hair care products for you guys, because let's face it, I'm a little broke and I'm pretty sure some of you guys are on the same page as me. So yeah, I really wanted to try this foundation out, and you know, I read online that a lot of people did actually like this foundation considering it's a Primark foundation, which is like obviously the type of brand that you don't really rely on and go to when it comes to makeup. When you do want to get cheap makeup, genuinely you go to Superdrugs or Boots and you go check out L'Oreal, Makeup Revolution and all sorts. So yeah, I really wanted to give Primark a little bit of a benefit of the doubt and just test them out, because I don't really test out Primark makeup that much. I don't think this is my foundation shade, but we're gonna go ahead and try it out. But before I do, I really need to like prep and prime my skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the OK Glowing Moisturizer. This is a really good affordable moisturizer. All the products that I'm gonna be using with the foundation is all available at the drugstore. Oh my god, it smells so good. This is a Korean skincare brand, and this is definitely a very underrated moisturizer. I feel like I'll leave a link down below in the description box just in case you guys are looking for a new hydrating moisturizer. Hope you guys are okay. Hope you guys are having a very good day today. So I will be uploading videos 3 times a week for the whole of July, and the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm trying to figure out what type of content you guys like, and I feel like uploading once or twice a week is not enough. So yeah, I'll be uploading every Wednesday, Fridays and Sundays. So it would mean so much to me if you guys could subscribe and click the bell button, which I know is such a boring thing to hear from a YouTuber, but honestly those little things really do help me out and a lot of YouTubers out as well. I'm also going to do a wear test as well, just to let you guys know. When I was researching about this foundation, some of the things that people were saying was that it's quite flaky. So to prevent the flakiness, I am going to go ahead and use a dewy primer. So I'm going to use the NYX Honey Dew Me Up primer. Ooh, sorry. I'm just like having fun playing with this primer. And also, Primark makeup is cruelty-free as well, which is really good to hear. And to give me a little bit more hydration, I'm going to go ahead and use the, I don't know how to say this brand's name. Like, I really don't know how to say it. It's like Evene. I don't know how to say it, but it's basically thermal water. And thermal water is actually really good for the skin. Some people say it isn't, but when I did my research, it sounded like it's beneficial for the skin because it's basically water deep within the springs. And yeah, the main benefits is taking care of your skin and keeping it clean. So I'm just going to spray just a light layer. So my skin is super hydrated, so hopefully the foundation does not flake. I'm really praying because I hate a flaky foundation. And I feel like I'm one of those makeup artists where if I use a product and it's not good, I will figure out how to make the product work. I don't know what to call it. I guess I'm one of those people that's a huge believer in not giving up on things, including products. But it's a £3 foundation. Like, that is so affordable. Like, I don't even think there's a foundation in Boots or Superdrugs that's also that price range. I don't know. If there is, please let me know. I would love to know, that way I could go out and buy some. And I feel like foundation is like the most important step in my personal makeup routine, just like some of you guys as well. I know a lot of you guys probably don't wear foundation, but foundation is like the most important part because I've got a lot of like uneven skin tone. So with this foundation, you don't need to shake it because it's so airtight. And also it's one of those foundations where when you push it down, this thing down here pushes it up. I don't know if that made any sense, but yeah. But this foundation is oil free. It's a natural medium coverage. We shall see about that because I'm very experienced with foundations. Going to squirt on the back of my hand. Okay. Ooh, she feels a little bit thick, but nice thick though, if you get what I mean. Like, she feels creamy. There is a smell. Oh my god. Oh no, the smell is disgusting. My intentions of doing this YouTube video was like to keep an open mind and, you know, try to keep it lighthearted, a little bit positive as well. But girl, if it stinks, it stinks. I'm not gonna pretend that it doesn't stink. I'm actually so scared to put this on my face, but let's just go ahead and do it anyway. Oh my god, guys. Okay, it's definitely not my shade, but it's okay though because I've got contour and bronzer to work with. Oh. Despite it smelling like literal chemicals, so far the coverage seems alright. So what I like to do is I like to put the liquid foundation across my face in like with my fingers and then go in with a sponge and just blend it out. Sometimes I use a flathead brush, but all my flathead brushes are dirty, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use a sponge. And the sponge that I'm using is Huda Beauty, by the way. I know it's not drugstore, but I just wanted to let you guys know. Definitely not my shade, but let's not judge the shade. We are judging the actual foundation. Like, is it long wearing? Is it worth the money? Does it actually flake? Does it make you break out? Which I really hope it doesn't. So this is with the foundation. This is just one pump, and this is the other side of my face where I have no foundation on, so you guys can really see the differences. Surprisingly, it looks alright. For a medium coverage foundation, this is definitely the type of coverage I did expect. It's like, it's not too light, it's definitely medium, so they didn't lie about that. It is definitely oil free because I can see like my skin looking matte, and I feel like this is the type of foundation where I wouldn't want to put powder on anyway because it sets matte. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other side of my face. Honestly, the smell, guys, it's really like making me feel so uncomfortable. It just smells like proper out of date cheap foundation, which I know is a cheap foundation, but it doesn't have to smell like this. Like, I've tried cheap foundations before. For instance, I've tried the Maybelline Fit Me, and I think that's about £7-8 or something, and that did not smell of anything. So I am very confused. So I zoomed you guys in so you can see every little single detail on my skin. To be honest, the coverage of this foundation is actually pretty good, so I'm actually quite surprised by it. In terms of the way it feels lightweight. The smell is still freaking there, which is so annoying, so I really do hope that it does go away. So far, I have not seen any dry flakiness or anything. And I'm gonna go ahead and quickly do the rest of my makeup. I'm gonna use Maybelline Age Rewind Fit Me Concealer underneath my eyes. To set my whole entire face, I'm going to use the Ciate Everyday Vacay Powder. I'm not going to do any baking today because this foundation is a matte foundation. And I just feel like when you wear a matte foundation, there's no need to bake. So using a very lightweight powder will just help set the concealer, set anywhere where you have lines. That way there's no makeup creasing. And then I'm going to use my Morphe 8L Contour and Highlighter Palette. Make sure you use my code LING. It would be so helpful if you did. This is what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and use Donut, and then to highlight, I'm going to use Supernova. And to get rid of the powdery look, I'm going to go ahead and spritz a little bit of Morphe spray on. Blah. So this is the final base look. I really do hope you guys like it. What do you guys think? So far, I feel like this foundation is pretty good in terms of maybe just wearing it every day and you just don't want to use up your expensive foundation and you want to save your expensive foundation for like a special occasion. So there is that positive note. However, I feel like this foundation is not making my skin look good. Like, I have used a lot of drugstore foundations in the past where it made my skin look good. And I feel like when it comes to foundations is that one, it's got to be comfortable wearing, long wearing. It's got to be pretty like sweat proof as well and waterproof. And most importantly, it's got to enhance your skin. Like, it's got to make it look good. Like, I know there's a lot of people with acne prone skin. Like, I used to have acne, but when I had acne, I have experienced foundations that made my skin look better. I catfished a lot when I had acne, and honestly, when it comes to having nice looking skin with makeup on, you gotta have a good foundation that makes your skin look beautiful. And I feel like this foundation is good at covering, but it's not really good at enhancing my skin, if you get my drift. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wear this foundation for a few hours and check in with you guys. Okay, so I have Nathan here, but he doesn't want to be in shot, which is totally fine. What do you think of my foundation?
It's very shiny on your cheek.
That's not foundation, that's highlighter.
Oh, I mean, smooth.
Really? You
Smooth.
think I look smooth?
Yeah,
even in
very
person?
Yes, yeah, I'd say smooth.
Okay, and what else?
It goes well with your lips colour, your lip colour.
You are useless. Okay, but overall, what would you rate this foundation out of?
Out of 10?
Yeah, out of 10.
8.
Really? That's so high.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh my
I don't see any
God.
flaws.
Really? Because I do. That's so funny.
I don't see any flaws.
By the way, Nathan edits all my YouTube and makeup videos, so he kind of has a little bit of experience when it comes to makeup. Basically, I'm testing out this £3 foundation from Primark.
That's good. I wouldn't have known.
Really?
No, I wouldn't have known.
Okay, I see.
I think it's more. It says more about the person applying it than the actual product. I think you're just good.
Thank you.
Hello, big boy. Hello. You've grown up so much.
You look so manly now. Look who's over here. Look who's over here. Hello. Hello. Whoa. So it's been 2 hours since I've had the foundation on, and surprisingly, it looks alright. I mean, I feel like with iPhone, it filters your skin, which is to a certain extent good. But when it comes to like reviewing foundations and everything, it's a bit hard. But I feel comfortable. I had dinner, and when I was like tapping my face with the tissue because I had food around my mouth, no transfer, which was so bizarre. And yeah, my skin still looks quite semi-matte. I do have really oily skin, so a little bit of oiliness has gone through, but I still look quite matte. So far, surprisingly so good. Hey guys, so it's now 10 p.m. I had this makeup on since about 6 p.m, 5 p.m, something like that. So I've had it on for quite a few hours now for me to be able to judge it for you guys. I am so tired. My eyes are literally like drifting, and I was like on the sofa trying to like read some articles, and I was like this. Oh. Over here I have Killua with me. You say you baby, you're so cute. You're so cute. Killua's been napping all day. I'm so jealous. So let's talk about this foundations. Now, I don't love it and I don't hate it. I find that it's a decent foundation. I feel like this foundation is good at being the most basic foundation in terms of it's able to give you coverage, is able to keep your face matte as well. Now, bearing in mind, everyone's skin is different. My skin is oily combination, and I do think that everyone's level of oiliness is very different. I'm not as oily as I used to be compared to when I was a teenager. When I was a teenager, I was super oily to the point where after 2 hours, my face was so shiny that I would actually have to wash my face. Not even blot my face, guys. I would have to actually physically wash my face with a cleanser and water. So I do feel like if you have super, super oily skin, this foundation can work for you, especially if you find and use the right powder. If you have oily combination skin like me, I feel like this foundation will be good for you. However though, the only issue that I have is the smell, and also I just feel like it didn't really enhance and make my skin look better, because that's what foundations are meant to do. Not only are foundations meant to cover your sins, your pores, your everything, it's also meant to enhance the look of your skin in terms of texture, glowiness, and coverage. I didn't expect this foundation to be super amazing or life-changing or anything like that. I literally just kept a super open mind when using this foundation, and you know what, I do recommend it. Just be aware of the smell. I really do hope that when you do get this foundation that it doesn't stink as much as mine, because mine literally smelled like a literal laboratory. So this is a close-up of my skin. There's a little bit of, not cracks, but there's a little bit texture that's been enhanced throughout the day, because I feel like this was in there earlier. So like, I don't know if you guys can see some of this texture over here, and usually when I wear a matte foundation, that does unfortunately happen, which is so annoying. I feel like if I was to exfoliate and shave my face before using this foundation, I feel like my base makeup would look so much better. Just a little tip and a heads up. Naturally, I have super large pores, so I'm not gonna criticize the foundation for not being able to cover my pores, so yeah. And just to let you guys know, even though a little bit of oiliness has gone through, I didn't bother put any powder on top of it because I really wanted to show you guys how this foundation truly looked after a few hours. I got myself a toilet paper because I want to see if this is like transfer proof. So I don't know if you guys can tell. With the lighting that I have, it's quite strong. So I'm blotting quite, not lightly, but like quite normal, and not a lot of transfer, which is pretty decent. Wow, that is really shocking. Oh my god, that is so cool. That is definitely a big positive for this foundation, transfer proof. Testing out this foundation definitely opened my eyes into trying out more affordable, super cheap makeup products, especially foundations as well, because you just never know, like a £3, £2 foundation could literally change your life. Well, not change your life, but like, you know, give you a good makeup day, because I feel like today I had a pretty good makeup day. So that is the end of the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial / review video. Let me know if you are going to try out this Primark foundation. I will be testing out way more affordable products for you guys. I'm thinking to do a full face of Essence, a full face of W7, just like really super affordable makeup products and skincare products as well. If you like this video, it would mean so much to me if you guys could give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and click the bell button. I know that's really boring to say. I sound like a broken record every time I say it, but it will really help me out. Make sure to follow me everywhere else. Instagram, TikTok, oh yeah, follow me on those platforms because I literally like post like every day on there. And I shall see you on Sunday's YouTube video, guys. Mwah. Bye!